what you think of the new guys.
Thought they both played really well, man. It's kind of what I told y'all before the game. Skyler, he's very crafty, you know. He's a point guard. He can pass it, both hands. You know, they just kind of got thrust into it. We had a little shoot around this morning, just talked about just a few of our basic sets. But I thought they did really well. They shot it well. Shaq came in. He's a gritty, tough little dude, you know. So I was proud of both of those guys. They came in there and just took advantage of the opportunity that they had today.
Nice was it just to have a couple extra healthy bodies?
Yeah, it was, especially guards, man. You know, you can't do anything, you know, without guards and facilitators. So it made things a little easier on me, you know, and even our guys. They got guys shots, picked up the ball, you know, did a lot of little things. And again, they're grown men, you know. They're not like 19-year-old rookies where they're still trying to figure it out. They know the game, so that also was a little helpful. It made it run a little smoother for us all out there.
Along that line, Chauncey, how much, I mean, shooting can come and go depending on the nights, but just the shooting profile tonight was significantly different than Wednesday. How much of that do you attribute to having the guys that can get you organized and get guys into stuff, even if it's not real complicated?
Not 98%, 100. 100. I mean, it's 100% those guys, you know. They could just calm you down, you know. We can still pinpoint and go after and say we want to get this guy a shot or that guy a shot, run this play for it. But they can take the time and even with pressure on them, take the pressure and still kind of run it. Bless you. That's just a big thing, man. It's just a big thing. So that was everything, you know, for us tonight. It just gave us a chance to compete.
Chauncey, there was a point in this season where you couldn't really afford to let Shayden play through his mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he can just kind of go out there and run it out and air it out, are you seeing, is like the percentage of mistakes the same? Is it heightened, or are you seeing him figure those things out and resolve them on the fly in a way maybe he didn't have the opportunity to do, or are they still there?
They're still there, but not as much. Not as much, and I think that has a lot to do with just kind of how I handled him, you know, the whole year. You know, there were times that it was tough on Shay, you know, where he would come in and mess up 3 times. I'd take him out, wouldn't play him in the second half to teach him, to show him. And the next game he'd do better, you know, he'd earn a little bit more, you know. Now, obviously, you know, he's out there and we're playing through him and we're just letting him kind of do his thing. And most nights his shot selection is pretty good, man. You know, to have the kind of freedom that we're giving him right now is pretty good. You know, he's playing the right way. He passes when 2 people are on him for the most part. He's attacking the basket, putting pressure on the rim. He's figuring it out, man. He's figuring it out, and I've been proud of him. I've been happy for him. But defensively, you know, he's having less lapses of what we call those aha moments, where it's like, oh, he's having less of those. So yeah, he's coming along.
There was a play in the fourth where you guys were making that little run before it got out of hand, and he made kind of a wild shot off to the right side, and you know, kind of was out of control into the baseline. And he comes back the other way and makes a really athletic play to get a deflection out of bounds. Is that is that a glimpse kind of into how you ideally see him playing down the road? It is,
and it's funny you say that because I showed a play before the game that happened against them in our first game, where Shayden went to the basket, and we were just kind of talking about our transition defense, where Shayden went to the basket, had one of those layups, missed it, but fell on the ground. They went out blazing, went down the floor, and he got up and got all the way down the floor and got a deflection in the weak side corner, similar to this play. That's the guy that we had to have. You know, earlier in the season, when he missed that, he'll hang his head for a little bit, and those first 2 or 3 steps back are kind of jogging steps. He's sprinting it back now, you know. So that's just him maturing, him learning, us on his butt the whole time, his teammates on his butt the whole time. But yeah, that is definitely what we envision it being. I think Shayden is like he's a bona fide shooting guard. He plays like a shooting guard, you know, an old school shooting guard, you know, size. He rebounds it, you know. He's passing it better. I was proud of him tonight because I thought he struggled in the first sack game of his pocket passes and getting them there on time and on target. He was much better tonight. So he picks up things pretty quickly.
Chauncey, I know that you never want to lose, but
No,
changing
no.
how you coach, watching from up there early in the season with one of the younger guys maybe making a mistake in a more critical game, you could see pull a guy over, a little bit of frustration, but coaching him up. Last week or so, all right, simmer down. Like, do you find yourself like kind of changing stylistically because of the circumstance change and allowing even yourself to course correct during a game and how you coach and how you kind of approach the younger guys versus having a more veteran team?
Yeah, I mean, and you have to, you know, you have to show these guys a lot of grace, man, because a lot of them just don't know, you know, and this thing is going so fast for them that even when you tell them, they nod at you, but they still don't know what you're saying. So you have to show them some grace, you know, and obviously now, you know, have nothing but patience for them. And I still like, you know, when I'm on them a couple of times, I'll take them like a couple of times, I'll take them out of the game real quick just to teach them, talk to them. It's almost like the college thing. Teach them, talk to them, boom, go back, you know. Because up and down the court, it's just they focused on too many things to hear me. So that's kind of the mode that I'm in right now, you know, as I'm trying to teach, but also not over-teach and let them just kind of learn on their own, you know.